We're streaming, baby.
I like it. Love it.
We're
Here
here.
for it.
I'm just gonna check and make sure nothing timed out.
Did you get a? You did get a fresh. You already cracked.
I did crack. I'm sorry. I was
You're
parched.
already
I had to chew in. Had the cotton mouth going. I had to get her whistle wetted.
All right. I'm here for it. Here come the fucking Tigers. Had to wear the Tiger shirt. This is the only Tiger shirt I own. By the way, have lots of Lion shirts.
I'm not
Only
sure
one.
if it's okay. There we go. We're good.
Oh yeah. No, just a little bit of a delay.
A little bit
That's
of a delay.
fine.
All right, we're
That's
good.
fine. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, Tiger shirt. Nice call. Nice win.
Nice
But-
win. Way to come back to Detroit even. You know you're going to see Scooble again.
Yep.
So
All good things.
I like it. I like
All right, boys. We dive in to week number 5
Week
of
five?
the NFL season.
Already?
Week number 5 of the picks. Let's get right to it. We've got Chad in alphabetical order as always. What would you like
How
to
do
say?
you think he feels about that? Do you think he likes being the leadoff guy? Chad, let us know. Do you want us to mix it up? Because I don't know if we will,
No,
but we'll take suggestions.
I think we're definitely not.
I mean-
It's just easy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start him off with the college game.
Hit
Chad had a nice week. Spoiler alert, nice week. I think there was 2 of these nice weeks. He went Navy -9. That was a nice win for the old Anchors Away boys.
That's right.
Texas A&M -3. Don't have any idea about that game. They won.
41-10.
Big win.
41-10. Big win. Big
And
win.
then he had the Iowa Ohio State over 45. I think they 1 or 2.
It was, 42,
You weren't alone.
I think.
You weren't alone in that.
On the NFL, Vikings minus the 2.5 versus the Jets. What's happening with the Jets? Keep me posted. Let me know. I don't know.
They're getting their coach fired.
Yeah. They're getting him escorted out of the building, man. Not even. No, it's not. I promise you. Look at when it's popping. That's me. I'm telling you.
How do you guys? We didn't even talk about we're an outside setting.
We did not mention the background. Outside in the garage. We don't know how many of these nice days we're gonna have, so might as well take advantage. Love it. Vikings. Yeah, that was a good call. That was a good call on the Vikings against the Jets. Texans +1 versus the Bills. They win 23-20. That's a win. Steelers -2.5 versus the Cowboys. I love the pick, but it was a bad pick. If I love it, it's probably a bad pick. What happened? Are we still there? We're still there.
That's delayed.
Oh, that's delayed. What'd you click?
Nothing.
Steve's
It
clicking
said error.
error. Not receiving enough. Are we still going?
YouTube is not receiving enough
Man,
video to maintain.
I was in my group.
Wait.
Oh
I
yeah,
think we're still
no, we're
going.
still going.
Okay.
We're still
We're just
going.
gonna go with it. All right. Finish Chad up.
All right,
This
finish
has
it,
nothing
Chad,
to
up.
do with being super high.
No, not
This is an alert we're getting for the first time ever.
Yeah,
Maybe
we've
because we're in the
never got
garage
this
and we're
alert.
too far away from Wi-Fi.
Are we? I don't know the Wi-Fi situation here.
It's fine for the TV.
Works for the TV, works for me.
Yeah, look, we got low bandwidth.
Low on the bandwidth. These are the things we learn while we're doing this.
We'll find out.
All right, Chad. Win on the Vikings, win on the Texans, a loss on the Steelers, 2-1 in the pro, 2-1 in his college, 4-2 on the week.
Nice job, Chad.
Woo!
17-13 this week, or overall, well above 500. Nice job. Moving on to Chris. I will hit all 5 of these. We've got Ohio State, Iowa. He took the over as well. We know that was a loss. Michigan, that was a loss. We know that. And he went Navy. -9, that was a win. So he went 1-2 in the college game. In the pros, he went with Seattle, -6. They lost to the Giants. Denver, -2.5. That was a big win. And Pittsburgh, -2.5 to the Cowboys. That was a loss. So he went 2-4. Moving him up to 11 points on the route to 25.
To be fair, I was expecting a 1-5, so
And 11-18 overall. I think that's going to put him 1 game out of the cellar.
I have not had a winning week since week 3 when I went 4-2. And before that,
It's true.
all losing weeks. That's how you get in 6th place, in case you're wondering.
Moving on to the mayor.
Danny P, you go ahead and take a sip. I'm gonna fire off his college ones. Army -11, 49-7. on the win. That's a big win for Danny P. Indiana minus 13.5, 41-24. No sweat. That's a win.
They're saying that quarterback could be in the Heisman talks if
Yeah.
he could get through Michigan and Ohio, or not Michigan, Ohio State, and one other game they have.
That's what the portal will do, and that's what NIL will do. All of a sudden, Indiana's got themselves a fucking QB. Minus 13.5, that's a fucking win. Arizona minus the 5, 22-28. Not quite enough. That's going to be your one loss in the college. 2-1. Stevie, let him know how he did on the pros.
He took the Rams and the Seahawks. Those are going to be 2 losses. Seahawks minus the 6 to the Giants outright, and the Rams 3.5. Why am I drawing a blank on what the Rams played?
The Rams played Green Bay. Yeah,
Was it Green
yeah.
Bay?
I watched that game. I was rooting for Stafford. I was like, fucking beat the Packers.
Yeah.
You guys are 1-3. You're not a threat to us right now. Beat the fucking Packers, and it was
Their
bad.
injuries, man. That's a problem.
Yeah, you got no Cooper Kupp. You got no Puka Nacua. You got no wins. That's how that works.
But Stafford makes quarterbacks. I thought he'd be able to survive this, but not
I
looking
did.
good right now. Jacksonville minus the 2.5. Talk about another team that you think should always win, and they never do. Is Jacksonville minus 2.5. But they're got to win for you this week, Danny P. So you went 3-3, 2-1 in the college game, 1-2 in the NFL game. It's going to give you 13 points on the race to 25 and make you 13-16 with your one tie overall.
Woo! Moving
Jason
on.
Rose.
Jason
You want to do his
Rose.
college or you
I'll
want me to?
do Jason Rose's college pick. So Rosie, my guy, he went with. You didn't put in any college picks, man. We got no college picks from Rosie. Word on the street is he was hammered.
We have our first no submission
We
of the
have
season
First
of ever.
I was gonna say not just
This is our first ever no submission.
Ever.
Now,
I love it. I'm here for it. I'm excited.
I'll
about
say
it.
this. I don't want him to feel too bad because we have had situations before where we were tied into like the last 3 games
There
or
has
something like
been,
that.
yeah.
Like where you had to
There's
pick
been
Monday
some
night
close
or
calls,
whatever.
yeah, where it's like this
Yeah.
this is what you got left.
So
because
Rosie-
you have waited too long, but yeah, he did not only waited too long, he just nothing. Love it.
To his credit, I texted him. He's like, "Dude, I don't see your picks. Like, did you
No,
text
yeah,
him or
no,
something?"
yeah, we checked
and he's
with him
like,
today.
"Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen."
Did you? That's what we were trying. We looked on the text. We looked on your email. I even looked at my email. He doesn't have my email address, but I just double checked.
So we have an 0-3 in the college game. Too bad for that. In the pro game, he took Houston -1. That was a win, a big outright win over the Bills. The Rams we spoke about in Seattle, we spoke about. Everybody was there, and it was no good for anyone. So he goes 1-5 on the week. He somehow goes 0-3 with a no submission in the NCAA game, but he's still above 500. 16 points in the race to 25, and he's 16-14 overall.
You know what's terrible? Is the only person that I beat this week was the guy who didn't submit 3 of his fucking picks. That's how I did this week. That's how awesome I did. That's the only person I beat. Cousin Mike. All right,
yeah,
I'll
let you
give
take
him
some
the
time
college.
here.
I'll give him
Yeah.
the college.
You gotta talk to your boy.
Yeah, Mike. Here we go. UCLA, Penn State. Steve's gonna take a walk. Over 44.5. That was a loss. Auburn, UGA over 51. Mike spoiler alert. Mike liked the overs this week. Over 51. They hit 44. That was a loss. Michigan, Washington over the 40.5. That was a win. To go 1-2 in your college picks.
In the pro game, he went with Tampa Bay Atlanta on the over 43.5. That went to overtime. I think they both damn near got to 43 themselves. So that's a win. The Jets of Minnesota, I just wrote 41.
Yeah, they hit 40.
So I didn't put the O in there. That's
Yeah,
what
it
that
was
is.
over 41. Yeah, I got the big fat O written down right here on the notes. That's why we do this.
There we go. Yeah, so you have over 41 across the pond, early game, and it didn't get there, so it's a loss. And then he went to Jacksonville, minus the 2.5. With the bye week, we're going to start sharing a lot of picks. So that's going to be a 2-1 in your pro game, though, bro.
2-1. 3-3 for Big Mike on the week.
That's
I love it. I
huge.
just like to see him hitting the 500 mark.
That's
Because
right.
that's on your way to a winning week. But slow down because you're going to catch me. 'Cause I'm not catching anybody. So
So that's going to take Mike up to 10 points on the race to 25, and he is 10-20 overall.
He took MSU plus the 24.5. I'm going to get you a Michigan State Smart. I'm going to get you a nice shirt, maybe a hat, something. Keep me posted. Let me know what you want. I'll get it for you. Plus 24.5. That's a win. But then you took your and his and other people on here. We won't name names. Michigan plus the 2.5. Who does that? Oh, that's right, me. That was a loss. Indiana minus 3.5. We talked about Indiana. They're fantastic. That's a win. 2-1 in the college. Stevie, how do you do in the pro?
In the pro game, we have Tampa Bay getting the 2.5. That's a loss. You took the Potatoes minus 3. That was a win. They're looking great, by the way, right now.
They are.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. Yep.
Oh, my God.
They're fun to watch. Green Bay minus 3.5. That was a win over the Rams. You were the only one to get on the back side of that.
He was.
You're the second one to go 4-2 this week. Great week out of you.
Yep. Him and Chad, 4-2.
That's right. A couple of 2-1s for
I
your
give credit where it's due.
NCAA and your NFL. Now, no 3-0s though. I don't think this week.
No.
So
Everybody had a loss in one of the columns.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit tougher. Cousin Pat, you are 15 points on your race to 25. Your overall is 15-14 with your one tie. And you guys don't know this. Chris knows this a lot because we do these. We've been doing this for a couple years now.
Yeah.
But I seldom. Sometimes, Chad, you were here when I knew what my picks were. Sometimes I have absolutely no idea until we do this. And today was
He
one
will
of
come
them.
to me and ask how he finished up.
It's just,
This was one of those weeks.
I came into this like Chris. I thought I was 1-5. I knew I had a
Yeah,
win in
he's like,
college.
I may have gone 1-5, but when he does that, it's never 1-5, and that's what pisses me off. Because then I go over the numbers and I'm like, no, you fucking asshole.
Sundays just sometimes get busy, and I don't have a chance to look. So, you want to do me? I'll sip that.
You just take a sip. Jacksonville State. Who the fuck picks Jacksonville State minus 14?
Rich Rod,
Who'd they play?
Kennesaw State. Rich Rod versus Kennesaw State. Come on, bro. That's not crazy.
63-24 win. He had the minus 14. That's a win.
That's not crazy.
No,
It could have been Mel Tucker versus Kennesaw State, and I'd probably been like, yep, he's going to cover 2 touchdowns.
Too soon. UNLV minus the 4 versus Syracuse. They won 44-4.
No, they lost 44-41.
Oh, I got the numbers backwards. We talked about that game
UNLV
earlier.
was
That's
sexy.
right.
They've been a dumpster fire forever. They've been sexy.
Oh,
to start
they
the year.
lost. Oh,
Yeah,
that
was a
means Steve
heartbreaker.
lost. He also, later on in the day, when I double-checked, when I said, hey, Steve, where's that third pick? Michigan plus the 2.5. That's a loss to go 1-2 in your college games. Moving on to the pro. Washington, Cleveland over the 34-13 game. That's a win. Fucking asshole.
That's me jumping on that Washington over stuff, dude.
Dude, I like. I'm not used to.
Jaden Daniels is electric, and
Yeah.
Washington's defense is basically poop
I know.
besides
I'm
Mike
just.
Sanderson.
I'm just not used to paying attention to him.
I know.
And I need to start paying attention to him because you all see where I'm at in the
I
standings.
think they're
so.
one of those teams, though, that when they're like, oh, when Michigan's good, it's good for college football. Like when they say that about
Oh, yeah,
I think
no.
when Washington's
Oh.
good, it's good for the NFL.
It's
Like
huge.
Washington's one of those
Yeah.
blue bloods or whatever, right?
I need
To
to
me,
start. I
anyway.
need to start paying more attention. Bears, Carolina, under the 42, 36-10. Caleb Williams went off against the worst defense in the entire fucking league.
Yeah, Caleb Williams.
I heard Bears fans all fucking weekend just talking like, oh, we told you.
He got me 2 weeks
He
in a row
needs some
now,
time.
dude.
I'm not. Yeah, fuck him.
I'm still winning 3-2. dickhead.
Baltimore minus the 2.5 for Cincinnati. They won by 4 points, you asshole. You just barely got it. That's a win. 2-1 in your pro, 1-2 in the college, 3-3 on the week to bring Steve in first place still at 18-12. Chad jumps up to second place with somebody slipped up and did not submit college.
Yeah,
picks.
Rosie goes from first to third.
Woo-wee. Chad jumps to 17-13. Rosie in third, 16-14. What's the bottom half looking like, Steve?
Oh, in fourth place, we have Pat at 15-14-1. In fifth place, we have Dan at 13-16-1. Hey, you two, it takes one good week and you're right there at 500 or better.
You guys are,
Yeah.
it's literally 13,
Right there.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
could go from fourth to
150.
first at the 6-0.
For real.
And then we have Chris at 11-18 and Mike at 10-20. It's tight. It's good. This is what we love about the picks. That's why the more the merrier. I love it, man.
Yeah, the more we get in the mix, and even we're 5 weeks in, things are still tight. Like it doesn't change. There's gonna be
Last year we went right down to the last week.
Yeah, even Mike. I mean,
yeah,
people can have bad weeks. You have a couple good weeks.
You could no submit.
Still me. You could no submit and still be in third place. Apparently, that's a thing. So yeah, anything can happen in the picks.
I agree. This is awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to tell you, a couple quick little notes.
Yeah, notes. Here, let me turn the music up. We're getting serious, you guys.
Getting serious.
serious.
Don't sleep on Cincinnati going forward, even though they're a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
I believe I heard on one of my podcast things that they're getting ready to run into like a good part of their schedule, maybe a little bit of get right shit, and then they can go on a steamroll. So think about them going forward.
Yeah, obviously pay more attention to Washington. At least more than I have. I haven't paid
Washington overs.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but yeah.
I like Washington overs, Arizona overs. They seem to be another team that scores a lot.
I still like betting against Caleb Williams. That's not a bad plan.
I'm 3-2 though, and I started out 3-0, and now I'm 0-2.
And now the Jets.
I think you got to give it a week or two and see though, don't you? Or do you go right into it? The market. Well, our sheets are going to be printed before the firing.
Oh.
So there's going to be a lot of number adjustment potentially that could take place.
Yeah, you got to watch for that. And have they even said who's going to take over as coach?
I'm sure it'll be whoever Aaron
It's going to be
Rodgers
a coordinator.
selects.
Yeah, whoever Aaron Rodgers
It'll probably
wants.
be like.
It will probably be Aaron Rodgers.
No, it'll probably be like Lazard.
Yeah. It's going to be the special teams coach. It's going to be the offensive line coach. No, not the offensive line coach. He hates that whole line. Oh, my God.
I don't think I have anything for college. You got any tips for college? Navy, Army, banging. They're just blowing people out. That's going to be fun to watch.
NIL in the portal with college. No. See, I feel like I haven't looked at the numbers, but I feel like I've done better in the pro, and it's a college I struggle with.
Let's look at the numbers.
He's gonna pull up the numbers for me right now.
Chris, in the pros, 1-2, 0-3, 2-1, 1-2, 1-2. So not
okay.
super
So
strong.
not so good in the pro.
In the college, you're 2-0, 1-2, 2-1, 0-3. I mean, you basically just start doing.
I'm just all over.
You're 11-18. You're scratching for wins.
No, yeah, scratching for wins. I mean, I used to say Iowa overs, and I used to say Ohio State overs, and both of them played each other, and they hit the fucking under. So what do I know? What do I know? The only person I beat is the guy that didn't submit 3 picks. I mean, I wish I had some tips for you. I feel like just everybody wait and look at my picks, and
doesn't happen. I hardly look at my picks. I'm not looking at your picks. That's all I got. Thank you for responding to the email thread, those of us who do. Mike sends his own thing every once in a while, and Rosie does Rosie.
Hey, at this
I think
point,
pizza just got here.
Pizza's here. All right, we're out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here. We're going to stop streaming.
Nice week, boys.